want to give you guys an update on where we are. We haven't filmed much the last couple of days because, to be honest with you, our spirits are pretty down about RV life. We had a lot of things go wrong. We had a lot of things that were annoying us. The dogs are still having some upset stomachs, and we think they're on the mend, but still aren't feeling great. We're tired of the cold. We're tired of the snow. We're tired of having to dump our poop. We're tired of a lot of stuff. And I think part of the problem is, we did our trip. As you can tell, we're a little bit better now, but our trip was originally to go to Yellowstone, the Tetons, and Glacier National Park, and that was not only the farthest west, but that was also one of our highlights. We're really excited to see it. We've heard and seen a lot of stuff about these places, but as you remember when we said, we had to cancel all those plans. So that hurt a little bit, and we were in Lava Hot Springs for a week, and we were tired of the snow. I mean, it was just too much. We're not used to all that. And then we went from Lava Hot Springs to the Wyoming KOA, and that one was, on the way there, we had the worst drive we've ever had on this trip, and Tori got so nervous she threw up. So we've just had like a series of unfortunate events that I hope I don't have to pay for that, because we're not.
You don't even get money off the videos.
A series of kind of almost unfortunate events. So we had all this back to back, and we already made compromises after that because we're tired of the cold. So we decided we didn't want to go to Chicago, which is another one of the big highlights of the trip.
I will say, just because I'm from Chicago and I know Chicago, I was probably the most excited about going to Chicago. But it just hit me yesterday when we were driving and everything was crazy. Like, if we are going to Chicago and we're just so ready to get home, that's the last way I want him to experience Chicago for the first time. I don't want to go there and experience it like that. So it just makes sense that if we're going and we're already burnt out and we're just like, all right, let's get this done before we go home, then it's not worth it. I'd rather go and have its own time. We went and took showers in the bathhouse last night, the first time we've done that, and it was because our gray tank was almost full. Now it is full, and we weren't at a site that we could dump. And Hayden said it perfect when he got back. Taking a shower should not feel like a luxury. But man, did it feel like a luxury last night. We got to keep the hot water on for as long as we wanted to, and it didn't run out. We didn't have to turn off the water at all. You could just like take it in.
Yes, ma'am.
And you had space to take it in.
I think we talked about it earlier, but we had already adjusted our plans to go up to South Dakota, because that was another big place we wanted to go to see Mount Rushmore, but it's cold up there too. So what are we doing? So we have no plans right now. We've already decided we're going to cancel those. Surprise, surprise, this is no one's RV trip. We fly by the seat of our pants. Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Hold on.
God. You can't make this up.
Oh, and our McDonald's receipt today had 666 as the order number.
And we tried to order some. We got there at 10:30. That's when they switched breakfast to lunch.
There was like 6 breakfast items, so I decided I'll pick one of those. Well, I picked it, then I was like, oh, I want to get a side, so let me go back. Went back to the menu, it was gone, and I couldn't use it anymore. So he just split nuggets. We're just rambling right now.
And Wyoming, I figured this out while you were gone. Wyoming doesn't serve breakfast all day. They only serve it in the morning.
The road that we're on is there's 2 ways to get from our KOA in Wyoming to Colorado in general. Not just where we're going, but Colorado in general. One way is like 6 hours and 40 minutes, and it is more of the like smaller highways, which is the terrible road we went on. And I did not want to chance us having any more drive like that. The other way is Interstate 80, which is the main road. However, it periodically say closed, I mean closed completely, not like a one lane, closed. And when I was looking at it yesterday and today, it was closed when we got there. When we got to our KOA, it was open late at night. I looked at it again like 10 o'clock at night, and it was open. And then this morning I looked at it and it was closed. And so I looked at the radar, and I saw it was going to warm up a little bit, and I was really just banking on the fact that it was going to open, because when we left our campsite, it was closed. It was closed on the website. It was closed when you do it through Google Maps. So we were just hoping and praying that it opened up. And we went maybe 5 or 10 minutes down the road to the Walmart, to the McDonald's that I was talking about. Still closed in, and it wouldn't even let me like route to it. So I just decided, hey, I'm going to pick something on 80 not far and go to it and just hope it's fine. And when I did that, after about 5 minutes, it opened up. So we're on it now. This is the first time that we've been on it to where we've actually seen some snow on it, but it is so much better than the road we were on. And worst case, I'm sure there's going to be a route to get there. I just want to stay away from those small highways as much as we can. Anyways, so we have no plans right now. We're going to Fort Collins. We'll be there midday, like 3 o'clock. We'll be there for 3 days. We have it booked until Wednesday. Our plans are to start going south. And I think what we're going to have to do is be okay with hitting the same states, but going to different cities in those states. So we're considering after this one in Colorado to maybe go into, oh my gosh, this road is terrible. Okay, maybe going to Texas, lower part of Texas, somewhere that's warm. Maybe hitting like Louisiana, and potentially going to Florida. That be our like final place, because that's not far from our home. So I didn't tell Tori this, and I might as well tell it now, and I'll get her reaction when I say it. But our original plan that I'd done was we go to South Dakota, and then we go to Des Moines, Iowa, just to get somewhere, and then we go to, I can't remember, basically it was 3 or 4 jumps to Kentucky. Then we were going to end in Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg for a week, because that's where we wanted to go for our year anniversary. But it's going to be cold there too, and I know, see, I knew that she would like that, but at the same time it's going to be in the mountains. And so I think our final destination, hopefully it's not like the movie, but our final destination on the trip will be Florida. Now, the only problem we're going to have there is that when I originally was planning out, which I wish we would have done, but we were going to go to Florida. We were going to go there because it's going to be warm. We weren't going to go far out west. If we were going to stop, in the Texas area. But the RV parks were all booked up because everyone that's not dumb like us is in Florida and not out in Wyoming and Idaho, where it gets 3 degrees at night. So, if we can find somewhere in Florida, it doesn't have to be all the way down in the Gulf Coast, or, if we can find somewhere in Florida that's semi-warm and that's close to water, which would be cool, then that'll be a good final trip for us. But, anyways, I just wanted to update you on all that because I realized we've just been suffering by ourselves the past couple days, so. I figured I would capture this moment because we are not having fun right now. You know how we said we're tired of the cold and we're excited to go places that aren't as cold? Colorado, where we were going, was not as cold. Well, yeah, it snowed about 6 inches last night.
And guess what else? We're out of propane. When we got here yesterday, it was like 50 degrees.
We had the door open.
Yeah, it wasn't warm, but it also was not snow cold.
Yeah, we're just frustrated because it's still cold. And we got a long way to go for it to not be cold. But it's supposed to warm up tomorrow here, and there's not another chance of snow until, say, the weekend. But yeah, I mean, we want to give you the realness of RV life, and it ain't always great. I mean, the other problem we're running into, I mentioned earlier, but a lot of the RV sites in Florida are taken up. I haven't looked, but I'm assuming that's still the case because it's still cold everywhere else and nobody wants to be anywhere else. But I just canceled our South Dakota ones today. So as of right now, we don't have anywhere to stay after Wednesday, which is in 2 days, but I'm going to extend it. I'm going to extend our stay here until probably Saturday, maybe Friday, and then we'll just go from there. Good news is we think our dogs are starting to feel a little bit better. They're not pooping as frequently, and when they do have stuff on their stomach, it's not as bad. So that's something good.
That's great.
But they're still not 100%. So
We don't really have a lot of evidence not to back that up.
no, I was just saying that. We're also in a rush because it's 12:15. We're going to we didn't have enough food for lunch, so we're going out to eat again, and we won't be there until 12:30. And I have a meeting at 1.
So he's about to have to eat on his meeting. Did we mention that my snow scraper is broken?
Oh, that broke.
And there was 6 inches of snow on my windshield, so I didn't get to get a video, but Hayden had to use a Tupperware lid to get all the snow.
It's one of those big, like, 5-gallon bucket lids. I just scraped it off.
Listen, you do what you gotta do. I do not suggest coming out west. Really not even going past Tennessee. It's a colder month.
You have to understand, we didn't realize, I mean, I didn't know it at all because the most snow I've seen in my life was probably 6 inches in total. And I didn't realize how often it snows here, and then
because also when it snows where we're from, it's all gone by the afternoon.
It sticks around. I mean,
we're going to Culver's. He's never had Culver's. I don't know how great it's going to be because honestly, when I used to get Culver's, I was lactose intolerant, but I just didn't pay it any mind, so I'd always get the frozen custard. And obviously, I'm not going to do that today, so hopefully it's good. I think it's good.
Okay, we're going to leave before anything else bad happens. Try these first. Cheese curds are great.
What is that, the butter burger?
Yeah. A double butter burger with lettuce, tomato, ketchup, and mayonnaise.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yay!
It's better than Whataburger.
Oh, shoot.
Here's something about RV life, it sucks. So here I am with a hairdryer out here on the ground. So this is our sewage, and that's where the black tank comes from, and it's frozen, and our tank is full.
I just realized that we haven't talked to y'all in a really long time. If the thing is shaky, I'm on the treadmill. So we're working out at the KOA. There's a library behind us, and there's just some random workout equipment. But, huh? I know, it feels like somebody's home workout room. But there's not a Planet Fitness nearby at all, so we decided that we'll just come here and do this. we are going to go to New Belgium Brewery after this. If you're familiar with Voodoo Ranger, they do Voodoo Ranger. And we've got some turkey chicken, not turkey chicken, some turkey chili in the crock pot. And then Hayden might try to fix his PC tonight, but we'll just see. So we're gonna work out and
They're trying to get out of here.
y'all, the girls broke through. We think it was just Luna. Broke out of the kennel and ripped it. Ripped the part that zips up. So we can't really put them in the kennel. We tried to yesterday and they broke out. Well, Luna broke out. Bella did not break out. And then we just put them in the kennel to come here to work out. And Hayden's looking at the camera and apparently they're trying to get out. So, yeah, anyways, we're going to work out. Then we're going to shower and head off to New Belgium. So we'll see y'all there.
I just want to document this. We just left New Belgium. We got 3 t-shirts. We got like a metal cup and a sticker. And one of the t-shirts is for us to share. One's for my sister. One is for her brother.
Hold on. That's how you know you're married. We're sharing a t-shirt.
That's true. But she is a huge J. Cole fan. Has been as long as I've known her and even way longer than that.
It's been a while.
And the guy that was checking us out was really nice. And one of his songs was playing. I don't know if he's a feature on it.
It was Crooked Smile. I mean, it was a very basic song, but the part talking about Eminem and Adele, I sang that part, and he was like, "Oh, you just got yourself a 20% discount." And then we kept talking, and we got to talking about the Dreamville label, and he started talking about JID. And I knew that if you were just a fake fan, you wouldn't know this song, but I know it because I'm not a fake fan. And I said something about Wells Fargo, and he said, "Oh, you just got yourself a 40% discount."
Yeah, so we got all that. It was originally $90, and it was like 58. So it pays to talk to people and also have some culture. So it's really cool. Anyways, this is a really cool place. If you're ever in Fort Collins or close to Denver, you've got to come here. If you're a beer fan or
they've got all kinds.
Somebody that is a beer fan, it is so cool.
I'm a sour girl, and they have a mimosa sour, but they have a lot of IPAs too.
Yeah. Anyways, we are headed back. You probably saw the clip, but the girls got out while we were here, and I had to rush back, and we came back. So I think we're gonna just chill for the rest of the night. We've got a lot going on.
Also, last night we went and took baths. We didn't take a bath.
We're having so
I'm
much
not having fun at all.
So much fun.
Yeah.
So
We're going.
different places. Oh my gosh.
Whoa. Oh.
Well,
We just got flipped off. Oh God, we need to go. We need to get back to Shelby.
I wish teleportation existed.